On today's episode of the Riderflex podcast, another true story for you. I know I'm famous for those, right? Doing the right thing when nobody's looking, or when you think nobody's looking. I was on a store remodel project, retail, back in the 90s. Late at night, mall was closed, 30 or 40 people on the project. We're unloading fixtures, we're setting up the store, etc. I was a manager in training. I wasn't even a store manager yet. There wasn't really anybody of significant importance there other than the store manager of the location, and the district manager was there. Nobody else there that I knew of. Anyway, I always, even at a young age, I always prided myself at trying to just work harder than everybody else, or hustle more than everybody else around me, right? I've just done that, I don't know, since I was a kid. And this day was no exception, right? We're at the remodel and I'm trying to move faster and unload racks faster than everybody else. And I also had natural leadership tendencies, which I exercised on a regular basis. So on this remodel, I was doing that, even though I was at MIT, manager in training, and there were a lot of people there that outranked me at the time. So I'm outside next to the semi, unloading some fixtures, and there's a guy standing by the back of the truck. Imagine now the truck's open, there's people moving racks in and out of the back, and I'm coming out there with a dolly and I'm getting ready to load my next rack. And I see a guy just kind of standing there. He's not doing anything. So I start directing him. I'm like, hey man, can you grab that side of the rack, kind of lift it down? And I'm kind of just taking charge and kind of, directing him, so to speak. Lift it here, lift it there. Yeah, do this, turn it this way, blah, blah, blah. I did that over the course of the next half hour several times, because every time I'd come back out to the truck with the dolly to get another rack, he's just standing there. So I'm like, why is this guy just standing here? He's got to do something. Anyway, the district manager comes outside. I'm standing by the truck. And he says, oh, Steve, have you met Vern? Vern, the vice president. I crapped my pants. I had no idea that Vern, the vice president, was going to be on site that day. Nobody had said anything. He just showed up late at night, standing there in the dark next to the semi-trailer, watching everybody. Several things about this little instance, right? The first one is this: he just smiled and had a great attitude and just followed my lead. That's number one. Never acted like he was too good to help. Never acted like, he didn't give me the look like, who the hell do you think you are? Nothing like that. Like I never would have known. Like he just followed right along. He let me do my thing. So that was number one. His attitude about it was fantastic. Number two, the other big lesson here is just do the right thing. You never know who's watching. You just never know, right? You never know. If you'll just hustle your ass off and do the right thing all the time, even when nobody's looking or nobody important is looking, you'll get noticed. Okay. Good things will happen to you and your career will prosper if you'll just hustle and do the right thing. I don't see a lot of that today with some folks, right? They only want to kick ass or work really hard when somebody's watching them or giving them a like on social media. If you do the right thing, even when somebody's not watching, good things will happen to you. And there is your Riderflex tip of the day.